What's up, everybody? This is your girl, Teona Sasha. Welcome back to Comedy's Curls and welcome back to my channel. This week, I've got Detroit's own Courtney Bee. We talk about how she's been keeping sane during quarantine by learning something new, why getting fired from all of her jobs has basically got her to comedy, and some of the best comedy advice she's ever been given. This is Comedy's Curls, y'all. Woo! Woo! You ready? It's your girl, Teona Sasha, content creator, producer, and host of my podcast, Comedy's Curls. I'm sitting with some of the most hilarious people in comedy to talk all things curly hair. We're talking bad hair days, tips and tricks, and how it all leads to self-lovery. So head on over to your podcast platform to listen and subscribe now.
But if this brings you just a little closer, I hope that it will help you to do a better job.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Comedy's Curls. I'm Teona Sasha. This week I've got Courtney Bee.
Hey!
Thank you so much for being on my show. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me, man. I'm so excited. I'm just excited to be here. I know it's gonna be fun and crazy.
Just a little
bit. I'm just ready.
How's your quarantine life been treating you so far?
Man, quarantine life been crazy. I'll just be buying stuff. I'm like Amazon Prime. I'm probably their number one customer at this point. Girl, I bought bowls. I bought 42 bowls.
What do you need bowls for?
Girl, I don't know. I guess I'm adapting a Japanese lifestyle or something. I just be drinking juice out of here. You know, it's just
tea time with yourself.
Just tea time with myself. I'm just buying unnecessary shit. It's crazy.
I've been trying to not do that. So
okay,
but that didn't work out because I bought myself a pair of sneakers last night.
Oh, that's good though. At least you're gonna be fly walking around the house.
It came with a free duffel bag, so you can't go wrong.
You cannot go wrong with that, girl. That was a sale. You
That's
took advantage of a sale, because if you would have went to Foot Locker, they wouldn't have gave you nothing free.
Mm-mm. And it was like one of those half asleep buys, you know, when you're on your phone and you're like, do I want this?
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, I do. Purchase. Yeah.
So welcome to Comedy's Curls. Thank you again for being on. Before we get into the questions about hair, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, who you is, what you do, all that stuff.
All right. So my name is Courtney Bee. I am originally from Detroit, Michigan. I live in Brooklyn now. I am a full-time comedian. Of course, comedy has kind of the stand-up aspect of it has kind of dwindled, but I'm doing a lot of writing now, kind of focusing on acting. I got my feet wet with acting last year. I was able to do 4 commercials, so now I'm trying to work my way into some roles. You know what I mean?
See you.
You know
I see you. My grandmother has been here, and she's been watching Hallmark movies.
Oh,
I don't want to be an actress.
There's always a role for people in a Hallmark movie.
Exactly. Always. I don't want to be a famous actress, but I'll make my living doing Hallmark movies.
Because you know what? The acting don't have to be A1. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could go to Hallmark with mediocre talent and still get cast.
Exactly. And maybe get a starring role.
Exactly. There's space. There is space for everyone. So I'm working on figuring that out. But yeah, that's what I'm a comedian. I'm a writer. I'm just a talent overall.
Got you. What brought you to comedy, or did you always know you wanted to be a comedian?
You know what? I've just always been funny. I was class clown in high school. When I got to college, you know, I had to choose something, so I ended up going to school for journalism.
Nice.
I got out of college, and then I started kind of getting into the workforce. And I was like, I hate cubicles. Like, I
feel you
sitting next to Judy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just didn't like it. So then I just had to kind of figure. I ended up getting fired. I just kept getting fired and stuff. And I was like, you know what? Let me try comedy. So I just decided to get up on the stage, and then I've been in love with it ever since. I was like, this is what I want to do. Because I was always, like, in college, I was always hosting events. I was always on stages. I was at FSU. I'm at FAMU. I'm just all over the place. So, I was always on stage. I always had a mic in my hand, but I never really gave it a title until I moved to New York. And I was like, oh, that's what you are, a comedian.
Mm-hmm.
And
did someone say, like,
when
you
I
should
told
do
my
it?
mom, when I told my mom that I want to be a comedian, she was like, that's it. That makes sense. I remember I told her I wanted to be a singer. She was like, hell no. She was like, hell no. Singing ain't it.
That's not it, girl.
That's not it. That's not your thing.
Did anyone tell you, like, you should be a comedian, or you just kind of, like, saw an open mic and that's it?
No, I don't. I mean, people always say, oh, you're funny. I think I remember. So I don't know if you know this girl, but she's actually, she's been in multiple Tyler Perry movies. She's been she's actually a lead star on Tyler Perry's Sisters, which premieres on BET.
I've seen the promos.
And her name is KJ Smith.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, her name is KJ Smith. She's one of my, she's one of my friends. So she came into town. I mean, this was years ago when I first moved to New York, and I was just talking to her, and I was like, I think I should do comedy, or I'm thinking about doing comedy. And she was like, you should. But at the time, I just didn't have the courage to kind of do it. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know, I got fired. Girl, I got fired from this job, and I, got fired from multiple jobs. So I was just like, you know what? Let me just do it, because I came to New York to chase a dream. Mm-hmm. And at the time in college, everybody called me the next Oprah. So I was like, oh, well, let me like work towards something. Like, I'm just here working 9 to 5. Like, that's not why I moved here. But anyway, I ended up getting on stage at, I think it was at Stand Up NY. That was my first stage. And I've been getting on stages ever since, for the most part. You know what I mean? So
I feel that. And you know what?
I started taking it seriously.
All of us people in comedy have the same feelings. We're like, okay, cubicles are not for me.
Yeah.
Somehow I've always been on stage, but I've never really like connected how that works in my life. Mm-hmm. And then last but not least, you stay getting fired from jobs.
Yo, we're not good with jobs. Like,
I quit my job before I got fired, because I was just like, I can't get fired. It hurts my soul to feel that pain. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna quit. Girl, I lied. I said I got another job. I was like, I got let go in November. This past November?
This past November. I stayed not having a job. And it literally, I think it's literally just like, God is like, okay, and then a pandemic happened. So it was like, God is just like, I got you, sis. Just work on you, work on your acting. I'm gonna sprinkle this little unemployment in your account. Boop, 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 boop. So I'm just kind of letting go and going with the flow. You know what I mean?
That's all you can do. Because then that's it. I was telling another friend, like, I'm kind of sick and tired of hitting people up, and all I hear is like, girl, I'm going crazy, or I'm bored. And I'm like, you're find something to do, perfect a craft. Yeah. Like, I took up yoga. I'm not a yoga person, but I wanted to get flexible, and I wanted to really do that. So, I'm getting my little white girl Susie.
Oh, okay. Namaste.
Exactly. Now, let's talk about hair. So, let's talk about hair stuff.
Let's talk about
hair stuff. So, we here talking about hair. Okay, work it. I got my hair back.
It's so cute. I like it.
I'm trying to just keep it in braids because
you don't want to keep messing with it.
My hair. Yeah,
I thought about doing that style because I was like, you keep putting your hands in your hair. Like, chill out.
So, what has been the relationship that you have with your hair thus far in your life?
Okay, so the life relationship. So, of course, when I was younger, I really wanted a perm. My mama wouldn't let me get a perm until I was 13. When I was 13, I was able to get a perm. I got perms all the way up until, I don't know, beyond college. I was a perm girl. You could not talk me into a natural hairstyle. I was perms, I was weaves, I was straight hair. But then I got my hair done by a friend when I went home to Detroit, and I wanted her to perm my leave out, my hair for my weave, and she refused to perm it. she was like, I'm not perming that. Because she was like, it don't make sense for me to perm this little piece of hair. Yeah. And then the rest of your hair is not perm. So anyway, and then that's the other thing. She doesn't do perms because she said it's not healthy for your hair, period. So anyway, girl, I'm walking around with this natural fro on top of a weave, okay? And I was just out here looking crazy. So then once she didn't perm it, I was just like, let me just not perm it. And then I stopped perming my hair. And shoot, I've been in New York 7 years. So that's probably been about, like 7 or 8 years or so. Wait, no. Like 5, maybe 5 years. Maybe 5. 5 years. I've been natural or whatever. And
nice.
I do a lot of like protective hairstyles. So I'll do like the crochet braids. In quarantine, I've been doing a lot of bantu knots. So I'll just keep my hair in bantu knots, which has been really kind of cute, you know. But yeah, you know, I love my hair though. I love my hair texture and everything. I'm just trying to figure out ways not to like keep messing with it. Because sometimes the bantu knots can kind of break off my hair as well.
From the pulling.
And girl, this fro just shrink into a little fro because I'm just breaking my hair off. You know what I mean?
I feel you. I'm overdue for a haircut.
Right? The ends, you got to keep your ends clipped and stuff. Yeah.
I'm ready to do it myself, but I know that my girl will kill me if I show up.
You know
with
what's
some
crazy?
weird
Before
cut.
the pandemic, I told my beautician, I said, clip my ends. And she refused to clip my ends because she was like, they're fine. But my whole thing is if she would have clipped them before the pandemic, then, you know what I'm saying? My hair might be a little bit more healthy. But anyway, girl, yeah, I'm just, you know, I'm just keeping bantu knots and then I take it out like this. And I haven't, you know, I try not to put heat on it as much unless I got my weave in. I do wear weaves, but I try to do like protective styles, whatever it is. So like when the summer hit, when it start getting hot, I'm gonna have to get some crochet braids or even just regular braids. But even with the regular braids, it can kind of take out my edges and stuff like that. So I gotta be real careful with that too.
Do you braid your own hair or you go to somebody?
Like if I'm doing braids like you, then I would braid my own hair. But like individuals, then I'm going to Harlem to get my hair braided.
I want to try that. Yeah. I've tried to do individuals myself and I failed.
Girl,
I failed.
Who got the time? You know what's funny? So you know Yaya, right? You know Yaya. She braided her hair, and I don't know how my sis did that. I the patience of it. My arms would have been tired. They would have fallen off.
My arms hurt from these two. I don't understand how people can sit there and just go. I can't.
It's crazy. So I watched this YouTube video because YouTube's make you feel like you can do anything.
It does.
So there was this style. It's this style called Juicy Twist, and it's basically just you twisting your hair, 2-strand twisting it, right? So it's basically you just taking your hair and twisting it like this, right? And it turns into it's this cute little style, and it's supposed to be juicy. Girl, I start twisting that hair. Girl, I had twists with no juice. I was like, they lied to me. That YouTuber lied to me. So, yeah, girl. I did some experimenting during the quarantine, too. I'm going to stick with my bantu now.
I just learned how to braid my own hair.
It looks so good.
Thank you. I could braid other people's hair, but I couldn't get... Really? I guess my mind couldn't click to do it opposite. I guess, or I don't know. I just couldn't do it. And then I watched some YouTube video, but it was like 8 seconds. It was just this really quick moment where I guess the woman made it clear. And I was just like, I got this. And I've just been keeping it in braids because I just don't want to leave it curly and waste all this product to go nowhere.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. Look, you're going to motivate me to put into braids. It's cute.
Do it.
It's real cute.
Do it.
Let's pop it.
So have you ever what's like the craziest thing you've ever done to hide your hair texture? You said you've always done perms, but like, have you ever gone above and beyond to just make sure nobody can see your natural state?
Nah, I always kind of liked my natural hair. Like, I mean, I always respected it. Like, it was like, my natural. I mean, the only thing I've ever done is just perm it. You know what I'm saying? But my hair is still good in perms. But yeah, I just always like my hair texture. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. My mom was really big on that, just loving your hair. Because I think in the Black communities a lot growing up, it was all nappy hair. This negative connotation around our hair and how, there's good hair and there's bad hair. And I think my mom, her biggest thing was kind of just like, whatever hair you got is good hair, and that hair on your head is good hair. So appreciate that hair. So I think, I just always appreciated what hair I had. You know what I'm saying?
That's amazing. I had the opposite struggle, which is why I started this whole thing, because I went natural officially last year. Because
so when you say you went natural, what were you before?
I ended up learning how to do my own wash and sets, but I always kept my hair straight. Always.
Oh, okay.
Pin straight. Like, I would blow it out. Well, I would do the rollers, blow it out, and then flat iron it.
Okay.
Until you can't even tell that
there is no curl pattern.
Yeah. And then if it was raining or if anything involving water was going on, I was like, nah, I'm not going. I'm not doing it. I'm not going outside. I have like so many stories of my hair getting wet by accident and me just
you just flipping
blowing
out,
up.
girl.
Just like, what the fuck? Like, it was bad.
That's funny. I mean,
was really
that is a thing. Of course, you don't want your hair to get wet, though. Now, that is a thing that hinders us from having fun pool days or, enjoying like life,
Exactly. Like, now, if it's raining and my hair is done, I'm like,
whatever.
It's fine. It's fine.
Cool.
It's not gonna curl because it's already curled.
Exactly. You know what I started doing is if it rains, I won't put up an umbrella. I just walk in the rain. It's like this new thing that I've been doing where I'm trying to free myself from the constraints of just my own oppressive mentality. Like, it's okay to just be in the rain. Maybe sing in the rain.
Yeah.
It's like this liberation aspect where it's just like, who cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just water. So
exactly. It's so hard though. Like, the second you feel a couple drops, you have that slight moment in your head where you're like, oh my God.
Well, I mean, if I got a full-fledged press out, then not. But
well, no. If you out,
but
natural,
if I'm out like this, I don't care.
Yeah,
like whatever. Whatever.
Exactly. And I'm also trying to learn how to embrace the frizz. Like, if it does get wet and it doesn't dry it, I can't either. And my hair, you can't tell, but like I have like 3B, 3C hair. My hair's like dense and it's huge. So if it gets wet and I don't dry it properly, it just gets bigger. And then I just look crazy. And
the humidity, oh my, girl, you see my hair and humidity, it is in. Now that's one thing I did hate. And I lived in Florida before I moved to New York. And the humidity out there would tear my hair up. You hear me? Looking crazy. So yeah, that is irritating. I ain't even gonna hold you. That is some irritating stuff. Girl, I have a fresh blowout, walk outside, hair is just girl, yeah, that is frustrating.
I learned my lesson. I haven't been to Florida in years, and I went on tour. I went on a comedy tour a couple of years ago, and I told myself, okay, the tour's only a month. I'll straighten my hair and I'll leave it straight. I'll just wrap it every night. I don't have to worry about washing it. And then we got to Florida.
Girl.
And let me see if I can do it. This much was curly while the rest was still in the blowout. And I was holding on for dear life. I was like, I'm gonna make this last. Girl. I'm gonna do anything to keep it intact.
That Florida weather is no joke.
It's disrespectful.
It is disrespectful. It really is. I did color my hair at one point. I got color, and that broke my hair off completely. Like, my hair went from being like here to like here.
Wow.
It broke my hair off completely. Yeah. It was like a honey blonde or something. And I decided to get like I think I got my full hair done that color or something like that. My mom, she couldn't stand color, so she never let me get color. Mm-hmm. And then when I got to college, I was like, ooh,
fuck it,
I can try some color. Girl, ruined my hair. So of course I had to start all over. It was perm and color. I had to start all over. So yeah.
Would you ever shave your head?
You know, I've thought about it, but I feel like my head is too big. I don't have the shaved head.
How do people who shave their head know that their head is good? Like Amber Rose, like when she shaved her head, did she know that she had a perfect head for a shaved head?
I don't know. My
mom tells me
she does have a perfect head. I don't know how you know, but I just know that this is not the head for a shaved head. It's a big old head under here. And my best friend, she shaved her head. You know what's crazy is that she shaved her head and her hair is longer than mine.
That's why I want to do it.
Yeah, it grew back way healthier, way faster, way longer. And I'm just sitting here like, I've been holding on to this hair for years. And yeah, like, please help me, please. But yeah, I don't have the head for the shaved head. I don't think so. Maybe a short haircut, you know, but not a shaved
scared. Head. I gave myself a rule. I was like, because I don't want children.
You have a good head.
But it's flat in the back, you know, like, I don't know.
Okay.
You know,
but
like
I
it's
feel
round
like your face
and
is really good. I feel like you could really rock it, really cute.
Well, the beauty of going bald is that you just hype up the makeup and then nobody even notices you're bald.
Makeup and earrings and you just lit.
Exactly. Let's play a little game. But I'm going to shake the hat and you just tell me when to stop and then I'll take the first question.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Stop.
Hammer time. Do you air dry or do you use a diffuser when you are drying your hair?
Air dry.
All day?
No, because my hair don't operate like that. So like I get out the shower and it's curly, but it's gonna be like dry curl. It ain't gonna be cute curl. You know what I'm saying? Like you wouldn't even want it to dry curl.
What's your process when your hair is wet?
And you like a little damp, and then I kind of work with it. I kind of put my products and band tools and stuff like that. I always have to do it, so I can't just like that whole wet and go thing. Can't do it.
I did it in the summer, which you would think would be a good idea because it's hot, but like it just makes things stickier.
Yeah, I believe it. I always see girls on the train and their hair be dripping, and I'm like, how does that even?
I don't know how white girls be doing that.
And they be on their clothes and stuff, and then they back's wet. It's just like,
and then it sticks to you. Your clothing's all sticky.
Yeah, I feel like you just had a bad start to your day. You know what I'm saying? Like, if that's how you start your day, I don't feel like your day is gonna go well.
Yeah, I also have a thing with getting dressed wet. Period. Like, I need to air dry completely.
Oh yeah, you need time.
I can't. Like when I used to go to the gym religiously, I used to see women straight out the shower, hair dripping, putting their clothes on. I'm like, oh.
See, I never went to the gym religiously. I know nothing about that. Okay, I know nothing about that. But it sounds.
It was only a year of my life. All right. Next question.
All right. Stop.
Look and listen. Hey. See how many times? A deal breaker for me is.
A deal breaker for me is. Sure. If you lie, I think. If you lie, I gotta buy. Because you a liar now. Like
that's it. Lie once and that's it. You done?
Yeah. because you a liar. Like certain stuff you can kind of work through, but a lie, I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if what you're saying is honest and true. So that means that I can't move forward. There's nothing to repair. I don't know who you are. You might be lying. Is your name Taquan? What is your name?
I don't know.
I don't know you. If you lie. What's your deal breaker?
Let's see. I don't like fakers. I don't like people who feel the need to like shapeshift in order to fit in.
Shapeshifters. Come on, shapeshifters. Did you watch True Blood?
No. No. But you know what? You know what's funny? Like, my favorite superhero is a shapeshifter. Well, she's a villain. But I don't like people who do that to fit in. Like, I'm very about being yourself.
Genuine. Who you are.
Yeah. And like, if we come from different backgrounds, that doesn't mean we can't be friends. Like, I'm not into that stuff.
Yeah, that's real.
It's ingenuine to me.
Mm-hmm. Stop.
In the name of love.
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Ooh, I sweat a little sweat there. I got a little nervous. Okay.
Good.
So this is a choice. What's the best life, hair, or comedy advice anyone has ever given you?
Dang. I done got a lot of good life advice, but I guess I'll go with comedy.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna give you like 3 comedy advice.
Okay.
Well, 3. Okay, you get what I'm saying.
I got you.
All right. So the first one is Phil Hunt. Phil Hunt and I kind of got on the comedy scene together. We was kind of moving at the same time, and I stopped. I had stopped doing comedy. I think I had bombed or something like that really bad. And I was kind of just discouraged. He hadn't seen me on the scene in I don't know how long. He was moving though. Like he was doing Carolinas. He was doing all these major shows. So anyway, I don't know. I was just out one night back on the scene or whatever. And I ran into him and he was like, yo, where you been? He was like, if you want to make it in this game, you got to be consistent. He was like, if you lose that consistency, you lose your momentum and everything. He was like, and that was literally one of the things that I just needed to hear to like, oh, it's about the consistency of it all. So that was one. Peter Garachi, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, but that's my guy. I love Peter. So I have this thing about hanging out. I hate hanging out on the comedy scene. I feel stupid just hanging around like, hey guys, and especially if you don't know people, like it's just like,
and you're waiting for someone to be like, hey, this is Courtney. And you're like, hey.
right. And then, you get into these conversations with comedians are weird. I mean, and I might be weird too. I mean, overall, I think we are just different types of people.
We're
you know what I'm
saying?
Freaks. And so, the conversations even be like, what? So anyway, I was hanging out this one night and I ran into Peter and I was telling him, I'm like, I hate hanging out. Like I'm sitting here trying to hang out, but I hate hanging out. And he was hanging out. He was telling me, he was like, I've gotten a lot of shows hanging out. He was like, go and hang out. He was like, even if you just in the city, he was like, what does it matter to just stop through and kind of hang out? He was like, it pays to hang out because then people see your face and then they're booking you more. And so then after that, I tried to make real concerted efforts to hang out and it actually worked. It was like, oh snap, I am getting booked more. People are noticing my face. Because if you're not out, people just not going to remember you. They're not going to know who you are. They're not going to book you essentially. So essentially, you're not working as a comedian. You know what I'm saying? For real, at your full potential. And that's what we're here for.
Especially as a woman of color who's competing in a white man's world, who's always being mistaken as the other woman of color who was just on stage. It's like, nah, you have to be out there. You have to really, really make your staple.
And you know what? Enough. Jared Waters, great advice. He told me too, he was like, Courtney, you are a Black woman. He said, people want to book you left and right just off of that alone. He was like, and then there are so many women coming up in comedy. There's a support system for you. He was like, you need to tap into that and use that. He was like, because it's an amazing network that you can really tap into. I was like, oh, snap. I never even thought about the fact that I had this power of being this Black woman and being able to use those types of advantages, because people are looking for, you know, that niche in a sense. You know what I'm saying? And then there's Brooklyn Mike. Girl, I bombed his show. When I tell you I bombed, my best friend flew in, right? She flew in.
Oh my
I'm
God,
like,
that's embarrassing.
I got a show. Bloop, 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 bloop. Girl, I get on that stage. Ooh, I bombed that show. And so anyway, he called me the next day. He talked to me for like 30 minutes. It was the first time that anybody older had ever taken the time to really spend time and dissect my set to the point of letting me know, hey, this is what you did wrong. And this is how you kind of correct it. Because I got on stage and I was like, oh, y'all not feeling me. This, and that. And he was like, when you tell people they not feeling you, they might have actually been feeling you. But because you told them that they not feeling you, now they not feeling you.
Now it's like, okay.
You have embedded that negative thought into their heads. And I mean, it was just such a eye-awakening thing. And the funny thing is, he asked me, he was like, when you come back to my show? I was like, nigga, when you get some people in there that laugh. Shit.
Because I'm the best, okay?
So yeah, I still gotta go and redeem myself for that show. But yeah, I get a lot of great comedy advice. So
that was all really good advice, and also true, because that's how I met you.
Yeah.
I stopped by the cellar to get something to eat.
Yeah.
Bumped into Glody, who's been on this show before, and I know her through like other stuff. And then
now
we was like, hey, what's up?
Outside at the cellar.
We found out that Tom Hanks had Corona. We were all like, oh, not Tom Hanks.
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah, I definitely remember that. But yeah, it was hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Just literally hanging out. And the more you hang out, the more you get to know people. And, you know, it is fun, essentially, when you really, really do it. Like, it is fun. But it is work as well. You know what I'm saying? It is energy that you're, you know, putting out. It's, you know, it's a job. You know what I'm saying? It really is a job. And you working to get more work, you know? So it's very interesting. I love it.
It is. It seems on the outside that you're always just hanging out from people who don't understand the world.
Understand it, yeah.
And it's like, no, I'm not hanging out. I'm sitting here waiting for a very good conversation to pop up. So I could be like, well, I'm working on this.
Opportunity for a very good opportunity to come, because you never know who gonna say, hey, yo, you want to come and do this show at the cellar? Hey, yo, you know what I'm saying? Like, you never know how the dots connect.
Exactly. There might be somebody there like, fuck, somebody dropped out my show. Are you free? And you're like, I am free.
I am free. So it's like, you always got to be ready, you know, because you never know. That's why I'm like, okay, I'm in quarantine, but let me try to work on a couple of jokes, because I got to be ready. You know what I'm saying? But also figuring out different ways to make money through comedy. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a career that we're trying to build, in a sense. And with the stages kind of drying up, you do have to kind of think of a different means. And not to say that the stages won't come back, but, you know,
it's going to take some time.
Yeah, it's going to take some time. So you got to kind of figure that stuff out. They don't be cleaning them dirty ass bars that we go to like that. So
it took this for them to clean the subway system. I wanted them to be cleaning it. They should have been cleaning like that my whole life.
Exactly.
You know how disgusting the trains have been my whole life?
And they say 155 years or something crazy? Girl, we should have been had Corona with that.
Okay, one more question.
All right.
And then I'll let you go.
Stop. Drop and roll.
Okay. I'm glad you did it, because I had nothing. Where do you find inspiration for your comedy?
Oh my goodness, I find inspiration everywhere, from love to breakups to my job, I used to work with kids.
Oh, they're so funny.
Oh my God, kids are fucking ridiculous. To bad dick experiences, to good dick experiences. I mean, you know.
Okay.
You know, get some good dick. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I just get it. I just take from everything. You know what I'm saying? Subway experiences. You know, it'd be any and everything. Just life shit. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Life shit. That's it. Just life shit. Girl, this was your Oprah moment.
This
was the Oprah moment.
You get a car. You get a car.
Come on, Barbara Walters. Come on.
Well, Courtney Bee, thank you so much for being on my show. I appreciate, I know Zoom, everybody's all zoomed out, but I appreciate you getting on and talking with us.
Well, thank you for having me.
Cuomo is talking about opening up the city here and there, so we may be seeing some people.
Well, they said like tennis courts and drive-in theaters.
I love how he said everything that is not in New York City. Who has a tennis court?
Exactly.
The closest drive-in movie theater is in Warwick, which is upstate.
And who's playing tennis? Who?
We should take up tennis. That's the only way we're gonna be able to get out.
I'm not a bad tennis player. In Florida, I played tennis. I enjoyed it too.
Really?
Yeah.
I had to play tennis. I had to play a sport for one of the schools I was going to in high school. And I chose tennis, and they put me on the C team, which is like
the C team.
The team that doesn't compete. They just show up to practice.
That sounds like what a C team would be.
Real good.
Y'all was looking cute.
I had a nice skirt. It was
exactly. You had on a cute little tennis
skirt.
You was popping. You was real cute. Real Maya.
Exactly. Best of me.
Hey.
I was in Pennsylvania. Nobody would have got that reference. Anyway, Courtney Bee, thank you for being on the show. Where can we find you?
Make sure that you follow me. I'm on Instagram at My Life Is a Joke TV. Okay, Instagram at My Life Is a Joke TV. I'm working on my website, which is www.mylifeisajoketv.com.
Check it out.
So I'm redesigning, since we got time to do such things. But yeah, all things Courtney can be found on my Instagram. So make sure y'all hit that follow button, and yeah, watch out for your girl. She gonna be on the big screen real soon.
This is Comedy's Curls. Tune in next week. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you follow us on Comedy's Curls across all social media, comediescurls.com. Make sure you follow me, Teona Sasha, and thank you for tuning in. Bye.
But if this brings you just a little closer, I hope that it will help you to do a better job.